What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another Pokemon Masters EX Sync Pair discussion. This time we're looking at the Raihan and FLYGON sync pair. So, let's take a look at it. It's another tech pair because, of course it is. It is a Dragon type, weak to Fairy because, of course it is. No ground type, no ground type love. Anyway, so passive skills. That's number one. Weather buff. The user's attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed increase 30% when weather conditions are in effect. That's actually a pretty nice passive right off the bat, because it doesn't apply like an actual stat boost. So like they can't get mitigated, removed, or like stolen from while the weather conditions are in effect. They can obviously dissipate when the weather dissipates, but it's a passive. So passive 2, we have Atmospheric Acceleration 2. Quickly charges the move gauge when the weather conditions are in effect. Again, very, very nice. When weather conditions are in effect, you will be able to have essentially moving acceleration, whether it's your weather or the opponent's weather. I like how it's generic enough for it to just be any weather in effect. And then passive 3, Team Strengthening Status 9. Increase the physical attack move up, physical attack next, and special attack move next of all icing pairs by 1 stat rank when a Pokemon uses a status move. Now that's pretty interesting. The first thing that stands out to me is that it has both physical up next and special up next. But then the second thing, it says by 1 stat rank. Now I don't know if that's going to remain 1 stat rank in the future, but if we can get multiple stacks of move up next, that'll be pretty interesting in the future. Sort of a little bit. Stats looking okay. Decent HP, decent attack, special attack, decent speed. So let's take a look at the moves. So first up we have Twister, 2 gauge move, has a chance to make all targets flinch. It's alright. Fire Spin, it is a trapping move, much like Sand Tomb or Infestation, causes residual damage each turn. I'm sorry, dot damage, just damage over time. Sandstorm. We know what Sandstorm does. Sets up a Sandstorm on the field. And then Can't Be Tamed. Raises the user's attack, special attack by 4 stat ranks. Raises the user's crit hit rate by, I guess it's supposed to be 2 stat ranks. I'm not sure why it's phrased like that. It says 1 to 2, like that's 1 stat rank, but did they mean like it's supposed to be 2? I'm not sure what that's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be 2. And apply super effective up next to all allied sync pairs when weather conditions are in effect. So that's actually very, very interesting because Can't Be Tamed is a status move, right? And that should work with Team Strengthening Status 9. So on top of getting super effective next, you also get physical move next and special move up next. So that's pretty cool. Then we have the max moves because, a Galar pair with Dynamax moves. Max Wormwind from Twister lowers the attack of all targeting sync pairs by 2 stat ranks. Pretty good. Max Flare sets up the... Alright, sorry about that. And we have Max Guard, which applies damage guard next to an ally. So, Max Flare is actually really nice because it gives FLYGON 2 different ways to use... to implement weather on the field, which is actually very, very nice. So you could use Sandstorm or Sunny Day, essentially. You won't have too much time with the sun, but I think with the way that Raihan's kit works, you'll probably be making short work of whatever you're doing if you're using him for sun. And he might have something in his sync grid to power up or to lengthen the time at which the sun is out. Or weather conditions in general, maybe. And then Sync move, as his attack pair gets 50% boost upon getting EX, but this move's power increases when weather conditions are in effect. So that's pretty nice. Overall, out with his base kit, initially I didn't like Raihan, but I think that's probably just because of, I was like, oh boy, FLYGON, maybe it'll be a ground type. It wasn't a ground type. I was like, okay, well let's look at the moves, and then immediately the moves didn't wow me. But he has a lot of utility just inherently in his kit, which I'll go into a little bit later. But as of now, after thinking about it a little bit more and thinking about potential partners for Raihan, I think he's actually a fairly solid unit. So let's take a look at the sync grid. Okay, now over here at the sync grid for Raihan. So we have some interesting things right off the bat. First up, we have Mind Boggler 900% chance of lowering the target's speed def at 1 stat rank when the user's attack move is successful against flinching, trapped, or confused opponents. Poke Trap 3 increases damage taken by trapping moves. So they'll take more damage from trapped. I worded that horribly. So the sync makes the weather sunny the first time the user sync moves uses. Oh, okay. So there we go. You can make the weather sunny off of your sync move. Sand Alert 5 extends the duration of a sandstorm when a sandstorm is caused while the user is on the field. Ooh, that's interesting. It just has to be while the user is on the field. It doesn't have to be necessarily be the one that you've used. Okay, I like that. Sandstorm Propulsion 9 has a chance of reusing the user sync move countdown by 1 when the move is successful. Again, that's pretty nice. MP Refresh for Sandstorm, nice. Slippery Sidekicks raise the evasiveness of all sync pairs by 1 stat rank when the move is successful. So Sandstorm is actually looking really good on Raihan. I like it. Then Shelter, obviously, because you need that. Well, I mean, you don't need it, but I mean, getting shipped down by your own Sandstorm is kind of wacky-o. Okay, let's go over here. Sharp Entry 1 raises the user's crit rate by 1 stat rank when it enters battle. Okay, so you could grab this and have functionally plus 3 crit. Oh, hold on, actually. Let me look at this over. Okay, yeah, it does say raise stat rank by 2. Well, I mean, you can't really see it because I'm in the way, but it does say raise the crit hit rate by 2. I don't know why they didn't just put that on the infographic. Oh, well, whatever. Max Team Smarts 9 has a chance of increasing the special moves next by all sync pairs by 1 rank after the user's max move. Okay. Okay, so we're really going forward with the makes me kind of wonder why this isn't like a more supporting pick. Actually, okay, I guess there's a little disruption. Okay, when the sync 5 powers of sync move when conditions are in effect. Interference sync powers up the sync move when the target is trapped, confused, or flinched. We have some max move nodes as over here for max Whirlwind and one over here for max Flare. Pinpoint entry raises accuracy of all sync pairs by 1 stat rank when the user enters the battle. Okay, so Fire Spin likely won't miss. We also have Fire Spin accuracy up over here because Fire Spin is on 100% accuracy. Twister Aggravation 2, so raise the chance of flinching. And Twister Move Gate Refresh. 40% chance of raising the, you know, it's just standard move fresh thing, right? And we have one over here for oh wait, no, that's not it. Oh, over here for Fire Spin as well. So I think all in all, I like Raihan a lot more than I did initially when I first saw him, because Raihan actually has a lot of potential. Like, he's a really good as an enabler unit for other older units. One that immediately jumps to mind is Signature Suit Red, who we just had a chance to get for free. So if you didn't have Signature Suit Red, you can get it for free and then pair him next to FLYGON. Although honestly, I think that getting Signature Suit Blue, if you don't have that, is a much better investment overall. But Signature Suit Red gets a lot better with the addition of Raihan to the game, just because Red's his own biggest hater. You can't have Red Lax along with Signature Suit Red in the same battle. So you can't have super effective up on another Pokemon. But with Raihan you can, which is fantastic. But on top of that, Raihan also has special attack up as well as physical attack up, which is very, very interesting, to be quite honest, because to my knowledge, we don't have any of the sync pairs with, at least none I can think of off the top of my head, right? Because you have super effective up next off of your trainer move, and then off of your passive skills, which you kind of can't see right now because of where I am. But every chance of, well, you get access to physical move up next and special move up next. You know, when you use a status move, which is actually very nice. Actually, no, I lied. When I said that about the trainer move, no, Sandstorm. Sandstorm is a status move, Kenny. It has the same icon. So that's why I looked at it. I was like, oh, you know, status move. I was like, no, that's the trainer move, not a status move. But yeah, I like Raihan a lot more than I did initially. His moves are kind of weak, but I think he kind of gets around that, especially with the weather buff passive. I really like the weather buff passive, how all his stats get raised by 30%. When the weather conditions are in effect. So that's very, very nice for multiple reasons. The main reason, obviously, is you'll have more offensive presence. You get a defense boost as well, but you also get more speed. That means your move gauge will increase faster. You also have atmospheric acceleration, so as long as weather effects are on the field, you will have more, you'll have a longer or a faster move gauge acceleration, which is great. You have solar sync, so you can sync with Raihan. I'm not sure you really would though. If you're using it for DPS, sure, I guess that makes sense, yeah. But like if you're using him alongside with like another striker, you'd probably want to sync with the striker. Honestly, you might even want to sync sometimes with your support unit, depending on the stage you're doing, to get that double support move if they're EX. But yeah, I like FLYGON and Raihan. It sucks that they are not the ground type savior that a lot of people wanted him to be. We do get ground type coverage in the next sync pair I will go over that was revealed. But yeah, so let me know your thoughts on Raihan overall. I'm not sure if I'll pull for him. I do still think he's probably the weakest of the anniversary units for me. Well, no, maybe not, because I would like Sandstorm for Cynthia, but I think I'd rather have Ingo overall for no, because I could use Raihan in place of Blaine. Yeah, I'd like Raihan a lot, but don't think I'm gonna pull for him. But yeah, anyway, like I said, let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.